Hello everybody, this is International Marketing. Today I'm going to go over the topic called global market research. There are a couple of subtopics under this topic. The first one is about the global marketer's mindset. It's not about one dimension of globalization or other dimension of localization, right? The global marketer's mindset spans both dimension with a balance, right? But the factors of the mindset would be fourfold, which are selling orientation, standardization, coordination, and centralization. Selling orientation, the global marketer is intent on selling an existing product and on finding out what the foreign consumers' true desires are. So whenever they can sell, they sell. And they want to increase their revenue, right? And second aspect of the mindset is standardization. Standardization has been the norm to gain the scale advantages. And also it is related to the first aspect of mindset, selling orientation, right? Okay, you can sell cheaper when you can standardize your product. And third one is coordination. What happens in one country market is made to depend on actions in other countries. That's where you need coordination. That's a very important character of the global marketer. The next one is centralization. The global marketing effort is a top-down activity, right? So you can localize or adapt your product in many different country markets, but you need a headquarter, okay, to control all the global marketing activities. Okay, so whenever you can centralize the function, you may have the center of the activities. So in sum, the new global mindset, this is about the fact that the benefits of global coordination of strategies need to be balanced against local sensitivity. So it's not about single direction, but we need to consider both ends, okay, in the spectrum, right? Localization and globalization. Next slide is about emerging approach in global market research. I'm going to introduce two approaches here. The one is entrepreneurial approach. The one is design approach. First of all, entrepreneurial marketing research is an alternative approach which can replace traditional, complex, and expensive approach. Entrepreneurial marketing research is done in ways that often provide richer insights, but at a low cost and usually with less complexity. Okay? So a lot of entrepreneurs conduct this approach in their marketing research. So in this approach, there would be no single model employed because each research question may require a new innovative design. Right? So research design process will be very, very important. Marketing research is about the trade-offs. Trade-offs must be made between how much information is collected and from which sources, and collected in what manner, at what cost, and completed it by what data. Right? In this line, entrepreneurial research, combining a disciplined search for critical information with an innovative, clever mindset, can be a better way, alternative way. It may lie between the need to spend large amounts of money on time-consuming research project, and the tendency to make decisions based on intuition or best guesses. Okay, so I think this is a very good alternative approach in marketing research, and actually resembling the everyday activity of the marketer. Another approach is design approach. All right, the research process of design science or design approach consists of 3 different steps: problem definition, design and development, and evaluation. The research process of design science is initiated by a problem definition. In this first stage, the researcher identifies the ill-defined problem in the current practice as a given system and define the specific research problem or the objectives of the desired solution within the given system. The value of the solution is also justified. Right? And in the second stage of design and development, the researcher crafts the course of strategy by determining its desired functionality and architecture. Then, the researcher observes and measures how well the design objects support the solution to the problem, and demonstrates the use of the design scheme in the final stage of evaluation. Evaluation can take many forms according to the nature of the problem, value, and the artifact, including quantifiable measures of system performance or any appropriate empirical evidence or logical proof. Right? So such design scientific approach may better represent everyday research practice as marketing managers. Particularly, the process defies the separation of the roles of manager and researcher in terms of the integrated and everyday sense. Right? It's kind of an integration between marketing management and marketing research, which would be ideal. So on the next slides, it shows the 3 different steps in marketing approach, the research process. Okay, so problem identification, design and development, and evaluation. And you can see more specific activities in each step. Similarly, we can find another approach called the backward market research. Right? I can say this belongs to entrepreneur research approach. Right? This backward market research concept can be especially powerful when taking bold action, such as the creation of entrepreneurial ventures. One approach of backward marketing research is outlined in this figure. So also 3 steps. So it is very similar to design approach in terms of integration between marketing management activities and research activities. Right? So the notion tells us the 3 different steps here: conceptualization and design and execute. Okay. There would be a kind of initial decision making here in conceptualized stage. So it's not about the researcher start from a scratch, but they may have certain options, okay, for the manager to make a decision, right? So to evaluate different options about whether which option would be the best one, okay, you may conduct a research. So by formulating questions, articulate research mix, and so you can be creative here because you use a mix here, and verifying secondary source for needed data, okay? And then, okay, if you cannot get enough information from the secondary sources, you can conduct primary research here, right? And you may analyze data to make recommendations about which option is better, right? So you can read this for different objectives of each step in this process. So all in all, I was trying to tell you that the research process should be integrated with the strategy or management activity. Right? The final slide for today is about global marketing planning. Right? This is directly from the textbook, chapter 11. Right? I like this planning process very much. And the textbook says there are 5 different steps, right, in global marketing planning. So first step is about the degree to which industry factors are conducive, sorry about the typo here, to globalization. So you can evaluate different industry factors. And second step is about local situation. So you evaluate the local situation in various countries, right? So if you have a portfolio here, which are various country markets, right? You are able to use GE portfolio matrix here, using the portfolio in about 2 dimensions, right? And you can directly evaluate industry factors or local situation, or you can consider 2 different capabilities, right? Industry-based capabilities and market-based capabilities, right? Combining inside factors and outside factors. There will be multiple ways to conduct GE portfolio matrix here, right? So after conducting the first 2 steps, you will go to the step 3 here, formulating the proposed global strategy, right? So it's about global strategy proposal. There will be you can have several different factors in the proposal. And following 2 steps are about evaluation, performance evaluation. And step 4 is about predicting the likely effect of the strategy changes proposed. And the 5th one is to sum up the positive and negative benefits to each local market and match the sum against the potential saving from centralized operation to arrive at a net benefit from the proposed global strategy. All right. For details, you can go to the textbook 11, and you can deal with it in our workshop, right, in module number 2. All right. This is it. Thank you very much.